Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Sonic Origins Plus, the remake, redo video thing. Okay, the title's a work in progress, but point is, I'm re-recording this extreme Let's Play for technological reasons. So in the last episode, specifically the redo episode, we just finished Sonic the Hedgehog as Amy. And we have, under our belts, one try left remaining. So that means getting into Sonic CD, we'll have 4. Now, as I've mentioned earlier, I've decided to, for the remake, or the redo videos here, I've decided to swap Knuckles and Tails. So Knuckles will be taking on Sonic CD, and I'll be playing as Tails by himself in Sonic 2. However, in Sonic 2, when we get to it, we're still going to have to end up... Unfortunately, we'll still have to end up using the debug code because Tails doesn't get a super form. Legitimately, anyway. Even if you get all the emeralds. So, I thought that was kind of crap, so... just thought maybe I'd... give him that. Okay, so, Sonic CD. Brief synopsis here. There are no emeralds, so there is no super form here. However, what there are time stones. Collect 7 time stones, and no matter where you go and what you do, you'll always cause a good future. In the meanwhile, if I so choose, I can destroy a robot generator to have a good future, although they aren't very much required. So, in order to, in addition to the usual rules, I have to get all the time stones before I finish. If I don't get all the time stones, the series is over. If I lose all my... If I perish, having lost all my tries, if I perish with no tries remaining, then it's over. I can redo a special stage at the cost of a try. Spending a try is not the same as losing it. And I cannot spend tries I do not have in retrying for a time stone. So, without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? Oh, by the way, I'm going to be doing this in the American soundtrack because, quite frankly, I think the American soundtrack sounds better. I mean, I'm not ragging on the Japanese soundtrack, but, I don't know, it just seems very unflattering when you fight Eggman. But that's just me. Alright, so, play as Knuckles, start new game. Fun fact, I believe this animation was actually done with the assistance of Akira Toriyama. Or so I heard. This game, as well as a few others that I once owned on an older computer that that my family once had, actually got given away. Actually, was given away for free to somebody else, much to my dissatisfaction. And before the Origins Plus came around, I had a bunch of Game Gear titles, as well as a Sega Game Gear at one point in my life, but I had to sell it for cash, and even then it wasn't enough to scratch the surface of my then debt. It's just kind of funny that no matter how much time goes by, one way or the other, I always get my stuff back. Whether it be a copy of, I don't know, you know, Mario RPG or my Sonic games, you name it, it always seems to come back to me in some weird way. Of course, having to shell out for them again is kind of not my idea of a good time, but oh, fun fact about the robots here. See, the robots exist in, like, there are two sets of robots. There are these robots here, which are fairly new and made recently. And then, if I'm lucky enough to show you, there are robots like this one, I believe? You see how there's a hole in his wing? And how he's kind of flapping slowly? He's still dangerous, but not as dangerous as he could be. This robot's been around for a while. If I were to travel to the past, that robot would be here, and he would be flying around much faster than his more modern counterpart. So yeah, some of the robots actually do age. So, the thing is, even if you create a good future, the robots will still exist in the present. We'll just head into the past here. If you destroy the robot generator, all the robots in the past and in the distant future will not be here. Oh, well, so much for that. But yeah, so if you want to avoid robots, it'd probably be in your best interest to find the generator in the past and just destroy it. I mean, there'll still be stage hazards, but at least the robots aren't going to be around. And you'll know if a robot was here by these flowers. Oh, fun fact. There's Knuckles' song in Sonic Adventure does mention something about saving the flowers from evil deterioration. So I guess that's more true here than anything else, huh? Okay, so much like Sonic 1, to get into the special stage, you just gotta get 50 rings and head to the end. Now, the 3D in this, well, I don't know, pseudo 3D, I guess. The perception always kind of messes with me. Sometimes I think I'll hit him and I'm just an inch away. Oh, one other thing, and I don't know if anyone notices, but Knuckles' jump in Sonic CD is about as high as anybody else's. So his jump is not nerfed for whatever reason. I don't know if the developers just forgot about that, or if they just said, why not? Just let him have his regular jump. I don't know. Oh, I didn't have to retry this one. That's great. Oh, and by the by, I'm not concerned about getting a high score in any of these games. I mean, we're well past the era where score matters. Of course. Okay, so you see here, one has a excuse me. So one has a hole in his wing and the other one doesn't. So nope, that's future. I don't want to go into the future now. So I think I already said as much, but regardless of which soundtrack you go with, the past theme is always the same. It was never changed for international. The past themes were never changed for international release, so. Okay, guess I'm going up here anyway. Found it. Oh, also in the past, you'll see images of holographic images of Metal Sonic curb stomping animals, so I didn't want to get into the future. Knuckles made a good future. Zone 2. This is also, I think, one of the only Sonic games that declares the levels as zones and not acts. Come on, Knuckles, get up. No. Nope, not gonna retry it. I gotta save as many, points as tries as I can. So, anyway, you get a good future in the first and second, zone of each area. Yeah, that's not confusing. I'll probably just call them acts. Every other Sonic game does. So anyway, yeah, so distant future, if it's good, you know, all the robots, they're gone. They don't exist. And there's only flowers. So, yeah, that was the boss fight. One thing to know about the encounters with Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, whichever you want to call him, I don't care. One thing you gotta know that in Sonic CD, his robot mechs are not very good. I mean, they're not really designed so much to combat you, so much as they are to stop you. Like that one right there was more defensive than anything, you know. I should probably have warned you guys about seizure warnings. There's a lot of flashing lights in this area. Oops. Yeah, so to have an idea on where the robot maker is, you can find it in the present, but of course it's not going to do you any good finding it in the present. You gotta take it out in the past, so... And going into the future isn't going to help. Here we go. Like I said, don't really have to go after the robot makers, but I'll do it anyway. Not all of them, but I won't be able to find all of them. Some of them are just hard to get to. I think I've only ever done it once, and that was on... That's when I owned this game on the PC. And I'm talking like an older PC that we used to have. And just like that, the robots are no more. They don't exist anymore. Oh, nice. So if you don't have enough time on your clock, a blue UFO will appear and will always give you extra time on your clock. Okay, so obviously I skipped. I didn't retry that other stage, so it just went to the next stage in the series. So. Come on. I think those guys are supposed to be a cousin of the Slicers. I don't know. Well, I mean, this game came out first, technically, I guess, according to Sonic Origins, so... So the differences of a good and a bad future is that the good futures tend to have brighter colors or much more upbeat music, whereas the bad futures generally, ah, damn it. Oh well. Whereas the bad futures tend to be a little bit more dystopian. But apart from that, I mean, it does not fundamentally change the boss fight you have with Eggman. You know, same thing, just different color palette, that's all. Okay. Okay, so if you don't get a good future in one or both of the other acts, like I said, you'll fight him in the dystopian future. But like I said, it's the same boss fight, just different color scheme. So if for whatever reason you can come up here, say hello to Eggman, say hello. Okay, so... No, go back down. Don't upset me now. Okay, well, that's weird. Unfortunately, I'm not playing this as Tails this time, so I can't straight up trivialize this fight, but... Oh, there we go. So, fun fact, I personally like this zone myself. I know a lot of people give water levels crap, but I especially like the Bad Future version, which I can show off right now. Oh, okay, I'm calling shenanigans on that one. I don't think that'll count. Come on. Oh, just barely. Well, didn't want to go to the past, but... Yeah, so this game doesn't really do the traditional drowning music. Instead, just does the more silent one. Yeah, so if you touch the water in these stages, your time actually gets eaten away. Like it's, I don't know, maybe it's like metaphorical, and that's why, you know, like it's the river of time. I really don't want to. Heck with it. Try again. All right. Yeah, strange thing. These, those blue fireballs, yeah, they don't actually hurt you. They just kind of push you. I think they're supposed to be, like, high concentration of water. I don't know. Kind of a weird representation, honestly. So, this is the past version of Tidal Tempest. As you can see, it's more grotto-like. Okay, well, if I'm gonna... Not that I really need to, but if I was going to go after the generator, it would be actually up here somewhere. Oops. See, the distance between you and the UFOs, for me, is never really on point. Sometimes you swear you hit them, but you just jump right through them, it seems like. Nope. Nope. Can't believe I failed that one. I think that, for me, that's probably one of the ones I fail commonly on. So the thing is, this machine here he's in, you only need to really hit him once. Apart from that, you know, he's surrounded by air bubbles, so just chip away at him and, you know, he'll be done soon enough. If you're playing on the anniversary mode and you're playing as Tails, you can actually get the invincibility box and position yourself just right to actually just hit him in one go. And of course, making a return are these caterpillar enemies. Only these ones are a little bit more dangerous to deal with, in my opinion. Oh, also watch out for falling rocks. Huh, I almost never am able to travel through time in this one. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll retry this one. Come on. Finally, Jesus. was afraid I was going to have to retry that one again. Alright, well, at least we're down... Well, we're down to 2 tries, so... Should have plenty of opportunities to get the other 2 stones, though. I thought the robot maker was in that room. So if you pass the sign that says goal, you're not... the game will automatically take away your travel token. By that I mean the past and future symbols. Okay, so this, if you ever needed further proof that the robot, or the mechs that Eggman pilots in this game are not meant to so much engage you in combat as they are to try to stop you, I direct you to this machine here. See, as it is right now, he's already defeated. Look carefully, I'm actually wearing away the bottom of the machine. I think it actually does make a difference if I'm running or not. And there we go. That's all there is. Okay, one of the worst zones in Sonic history in the 2D era, in my opinion. Wacky Workbench. So, the gimmick of this land is that, you see that flashing floor down below? Yeah, you touch this, and you go flying. That's pretty much the whole area. Now, how do you get through this, though? Well, it's not as easy as it looks, but you're supposed to try to find your way, make your way to platforms, and then transport yourself between them. Okay, so there's a secret room in here, but you gotta be in either the distant past or the bad future. Ah, damn it. Alright, well, I tried to show it. I wanted to show off the good one, but... oh well. It is as it is. Yeah, so up above there's like these annoying coils that, you know, certain ones will flash periodically. Ow. Yeah, if they're flashing, you can't pass through them. Well, you can, but you'll take damage. Yeah, unfortunately, in order to get anywhere, you gotta be on the bottom. Rock the D-pad back and forth if you want more verticality. Looks like I got it. I think that's all the stones, right? Yep, got them all. Now all that's left to do is just beat this thing. Which might be easier said than done. I mean, I only got 2 left. Actually, I think I'll travel to the past. Since I've already made a good... With all the time stones, I automatically have made a good future, so... Basically, all the robots are gone now. Don't really need the rings anymore, but... Never hurts. Jeez. I'm calling shenanigans on that one. Yeah, the thing about these older games is that, you know, you can get pinched when it didn't look like you should, you know? Alright, let's head to the future. So, just recently today, well, today's Monday, I recently discovered that this ATM at my work, although it's not affiliated with the same bank as my debit card, is actually capable of making deposits. So, I had some money in my personage, and I thought, okay, well, I'll make a deposit. Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me make a deposit, saying that it couldn't accept deposits at this time. So, either they didn't want to conduct business, you know, or maybe they really couldn't facilitate me. I mean, kind of bizarre that a bank would not want to take your money. Oh, but I'm sure if I were to ask for withdrawal, I'm sure they'd love to assist me, right? I mean, to withdraw money, they charge me a nominal fee of $5 if I were to make a withdrawal. Oh, that's simple, huh? So, fun fact, if I was playing as Tails, Tails' ability to fly is actually dulled for this boss fight. Because I guess they didn't want it to be too game-breaking. And that's all there is to that. See what I tell you. The robot, the mechs he's using, the machines he's trying to attack you with, he's not really attacking so much as he's just stalling. Nope, too late. Going back to the past. Okay, I guess we're going even further back into the past. Speaking of instruments, I actually have an electric keyboard, or battery-powered keyboard, that's capable of different types of sounds and such. Not like a soundboard, but like a... Well, you push like a button combination, and instead of a piano, it's like more of an organ and such. So, I don't know. Thing is, I can't play the piano worth crap, but I have been thinking about maybe using it in the videos. I don't know. Not sure how yet, but... Oh, that wasn't anywhere near me. Okay, so this is the quote-unquote fight with Metal Sonic. How this works is you have to beat Metal Sonic in a race. If you lag too far behind, Eggman gets to insta-kill you with his insta-kill laser. I don't think that's what it's called, but I'm just gonna go with it because that's kind of what it does. As far as which character this race is easier with, I would have to say anybody who's fast. I mean, Sonic's a good choice. And there goes a try. Okay. Yeah, so the thing is, it doesn't matter how many rings you got, Eggman can kill you. So... So, except for when he's flashing, Metal Sonic does not actually have a hitbox, from what I can tell. So, that was close. Okay. I just gotta not die now. Fun. Okay. Okay, so I saw this in before Sonic Origins became Sonic Origins Plus. There was a Speed Strats video that was published. I wish they would have. I wish Sonic Central would have did an update on those, but and added to it with all the changes. But whatever. Anyway, you go here. If you time it, see if you land. See. Although they don't appear to be moving very fast, if you're standing on that when it goes all the way up, you get launched super high and super quickly. So what you gotta do is you gotta time horizontal movement just right, and you'll be able to skip a large portion of this stage. Oh, nope, I didn't do it right. Nope, didn't do it right. There we go. Oh, I guess I'm going into the future. And there we go. So yeah, you can save yourself a lot of time and bypass the whole becoming small thing. These guys are always problematic to take down. Like, there's only a split second when they're vulnerable. And here's the victory lap. Why is it a victory lap? Because, well, this one is the most imposing and most dangerous of his mechs in this game, and perhaps the only one that's dangerous. As long as you have rings, you can pretty much, yeah, as long as you have rings, this fight's pretty much a joke in its own right. And like I said, I'm not going for a high score or nothing, so... Launch it from the side. Going back and forth. And he's gonna stomp me. And there we go. So that's Knuckles and Sonic CD. Whew, honestly didn't think I'd get through that, but unfortunately this also means that, while I was down to my last try, I'm once again only at 4 tries left on, Sonic 2. So the very first time I played this... Here, let me just turn this down here. So the very first time I actually played this game was actually on the PC on a Windows 95-98. And and you know, when it came to the AMV cutscenes like you're seeing here, yeah, they didn't exactly play out this quickly. And, you know, being a kid back then, you know, I mean, I didn't have... Ironically, although I had more time on my hands than I do now, you know, now that I'm an adult, you know, ironically, I just didn't feel like I didn't really feel like grinding things out, you know? I mean, RPGs were fun for the story, but, you know, when it comes time to actually sit down and do something, you know, it's a lot of work, and, you know, even something that's supposed to be fun can be work, to an extent. But, yeah, so I owned a lot of the classic Sonic games, including Sonic 3 and Knuckles and such. I believe I mentioned this the first time I tried to record these, that although I did have a cousin who had a Sonic and Knuckles cartridge and a Sonic 2 cart, I never knew that you can open up Sonic and Knuckles and put Sonic 2 in there. So while I'm no stranger to the lock-on technology, I never had the nuance or pleasure to actually experience that actual lock-on technology. I could only ever play it either on a computer or like I'm playing right now. See, as it is right now, I mean, I can't play just Sonic 3, the Sonic 3 portion of Sonic 3 and Knuckles if I wanted to. It's considered all one game now. But how strange, you know? And fun fact, some of the you know, if the reason this game sounds different to you, if you're familiar with playing this on a computer, it's that it was based on your sound card. So if it doesn't quite sound right, it's because your sound card was different than, you know, what this one's giving you. So that's kind of strange. So Sonic owns the tornado, right? And this was supposedly before he met Tails, right? So when did Sonic learn to fly a plane? I mean, I don't know, just reading too much into it, but so yeah, that was Sonic CD. I mean, overall, I mean, it's a pretty good game. Kind of short. I mean, especially... Well, I mean, all Sonic games can be short if you just blaze through it without worrying about the emeralds, of course, or time stones in this case, but yeah, it's called Sonic CD because it was originally for the Sega CD. Of course, I downloaded this digitally, so not on a CD anymore. Kind of funny how technology has advanced so much. You know, the thing about emulators and such is that I think our problem is that we kind of want the definitive version of everything we already have, you know? I mean, I refer you, of course, to the Mario 3 playthrough that I'm actually doing, which I've already recorded in advance and have actually scheduled. But, you know, in the Mario 3 playthrough in the first episode, I actually showed you differences between the NES, the Super NES, and then the Game Boy Advance. And I think our problem is that we expect, you know, the SNES quality with the Game Boy Advance bells and whistles, you know, and that's just not how things work sometimes, you know. You would have to do things from the ground up if you want better quality. I mean, case in point, you know, it's like Super Mario RPG, you know, how they're remaking that one. Now I don't know if the remake of Mario RPG is going to be different than, you know, than the original, in that, you know, are they going to include like a mega dungeon or, you know, something new for returning fans to enjoy, or are they going to increase the level cap? I mean, I don't know. Is Luigi going to be available post-game? I don't know. I'm just throwing all these ideas out there, but, you know, honestly, I think I'd be okay if it was just the core game, really. You know? I mean, of course, they probably would have to redo a few things, you know, cut out some of the references and, you know, tweak a few things. I don't even know if the Culex boss fight is going to be the same thing, you know. I mean, Square... Well, actually, no. Square's heading up the project, so I don't know. Maybe Square isn't too upset about, you know, lending things out. I don't know. So, anyway, that's all I gotta say about Sonic CD. So when we come back, we're going to take on Sonic 2 as Tails. Now, I'll probably explain it then, but I'm probably still going to be using the debug code because, again, for whatever reason, they didn't give Tails a legit super form that you could access by getting all the emeralds. You literally have to use debug to get him to have a super form. It's weird, but, you know, I mean, I'll still do the special stages, don't you worry. But, you know, definitively, Sonic 2 is probably the... It always seems like the second game in a series, in a classic series, is, quote, end quote, the best, right? I mean, like Mega Man 2, for example, you know. Yeah, Mega Man 2 introduced the whole 8-robot master mechanic and such, but I don't know if I would call it the absolute best. I mean, not when other games in the series allowed you to slide and, you know, charge a Mega Buster, you know, but that's just me. Alright, so, anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the videos, and I'll see you next week. Later.